What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is John Paul Investing. I was going to talk to you guys about GameStop and the short squeeze that we experienced on the markets. Pretty much they shut down Robinhood this morning. I was trying to place a couple trades and I couldn't even place those trades. Not on the computer, not on the phone. I was in a group call with a couple friends of mine that use other brokers. At least one of them uses another broker, TD Ameritrade, and he was having trouble placing trades as well. So I mean, really, it was just a whole mishap this morning with the brokerages. At least as far as I know, Robinhood, from my experience. But pretty much, I'm just going to tell you guys what I know about the GameStop short squeeze. So pretty much, as you guys may or may not know, GameStop has been in a terrible position. So anyone who does like to play video games online, I'm sure there's a lot of you out there. We have things like Steam, we have things like the PlayStation Network, we have Microsoft. I mean, there's really a whole plethora of places you can get video games online, which pretty much eliminates the need to go to a store. And I mean, anytime you were to go to GameStop anyways, like what happens when you give them a used disc? They'll give you like $2 or $3 credit to like another game. They do save you the hassle of, selling the game private party to someone else. But I mean, come on, they're only going to give you a few bucks. Now, it's kind of ironic because I actually have a GameStop card right here. This GameStop card was loaded with, I think, like $20 or $30. I believe my brother gave it to me like 3 or 4 years ago, and I never spent it. Why? Because I have no reason to go there. So pretty much, I don't know, I guess this holds testament to the whole GameStop thing. It kind of sucks. But anyways, the whole consensus was that GameStop was going to go to zero, okay? No one has a reason to go to GameStop, so the consensus is they go to zero. At least that's what all the hedge funds, all the big money, the suits, as they called them, that is what they expected. So what did? They short the stock. I believe GameStop was like almost 100% shorted, like it was like 90+% short. This is why shorting is not something that you guys should do. And I will tell you why. So when you short a stock, you are essentially getting a loan from that broker who you then in turn will take the shares and then sell them immediately, hoping to be able to buy them back cheaper. So let's say your friend has a brand new $30,000 BMW, okay, that he just bought, and he drove it off the lot, and now it's like, let's say $20,000, okay? And he goes on vacation for 6 months and says, hey, please look after the car, take care of it, and in 6 months I will be back. So hypothetically speaking, assuming that you didn't have to put any miles on it or like repair and maintenance, whatever. So just imagine that you find someone to buy the car, and then 6 months go by, and then right before your friend gets back, you go out and buy the same exact car, but now the car I guess has a few miles on it or whatever, and you can buy it back for $15,000. You sold it for $20,000, but now you get to buy it back for $15,000. So the difference that you make there is $5,000. And when your friend gets back, he's expecting to, see the BMW in the garage. So you got to make $5,000 and he gets his car back, even though he didn't know it disappeared in the first place. That's just a general example of how shorting a stock works. So basically my point is that the problem with this in the stock market is that whenever you short a stock, you have to pay the broker back. And because you're essentially taking out a loan and there's margin involved, you can get margin called. And because stocks technically have an unlimited upside and a limited downside to zero, pretty much the upside potential is limitless, meaning that if you're on the wrong side of the trade, in this case the short side of the trade, the stock can go against you forever if it wanted to. Imagine shorting Amazon, 20 years ago. And here is where the short squeeze begins. There is a thread on Reddit known as Wall Street Bets, which if you guys are familiar with them is pretty much a group of people who take, very high risk, high reward plays in the stock market. They'll put, some of these guys I've seen stories of people putting their like life savings into call options. You have guys who are willing to put, the last $5,000 or $10,000 to their name in YOLO options. And the payout could potentially be massive, but because the payout can be really big, the downside is that they can literally lose all of their money in pretty much no time. So I don't want to generalize everyone in that group does the same exact thing, but I will say that like the general idea of Wall Street Bets is that they will YOLO their money away into stocks, and if they lose, to them it's whatever, but if they win really big. I guess you could really compare it to gambling. But here's the power of Wall Street Bets. They essentially, came to a general agreement that they would go and target GameStop. They would target stocks like AMC today. I believe they're going to start targeting Nokia and Dillard's and Bed Bath & Beyond. I believe even PetMed Supply or PetMed something. I'm not saying go out and buy those, but what I'm saying is that you can expect these stocks, if you already have them in your portfolio, they could see some potentially sharp upside. So here is how the short squeeze happens. So pretty much they all came to a general agreement. They decided that it would be a good idea to, you know, fight the suits, and they were going to collectively pull money on the other side of the trade. Whenever you buy a stock, you essentially eliminate that order off of the order book. And if everyone is buying a shorted stock, eventually the orders run out within a certain price. And then the only thing that you can buy next is whatever is the next best available price. So eventually this ends up driving price up the more people buy into a stock. And the more it gets bought up, the more price starts to rise. And whenever price starts to rise, the people shorting the stock start to lose money. But the thing is that this money is not theirs. They have to pay this money back to the broker. They have to maintain a certain dollar amount in the account in order to hold their position open. So once they get to a certain point, they are forced to close their position. In order to close the position, they have to buy back the stock. So what does that do? That creates more buying pressure. So we have buying pressure from Wall Street bets, and then we also have buying pressure from the suits covering their shorts. So this was just like pretty much a feedback loop in GameStop, especially because it was a majority short. And, you know, the buying pressure on this was parabolic. So this, guys, is the textbook definition of a short squeeze. A bunch of investors collectively coming together to short a position, and buying pressure forces these sellers to cover their shorts, and in turn that creates double and triple and quadruple buying pressure. If anyone here in the comments got to ride this out, please let me know what kind of gains you made in the comments, because I would really love to know just how much money you guys made on this. I did not participate in this. I wish I did, but that goes against my grain in investing. I actually did open up a position earlier today. If you guys want to know exactly what I bought, just head over to the Patreon group. We're actually up some money on that position right now. Thanks in part to the Wall Street Bets community, but I did not take a big bet there. But I also did hear rumors that Wall Street Bets is trying to take GameStop to like $1,000 a share or something crazy like that. This is not something that I would chase, guys. Like, don't touch GameStop. I'm simply telling you the things that I have seen and experienced from, you know, watching this happen. This is definitely not something that you really need to chase to make some money in the stock market. And one last thing that I wanted to address is the sponsorship issue that we are seeing in the stock market YouTubers community. There has been a lot of controversy around YouTubers accepting sponsorships for their videos. I won't speak for others in this space, but I will say that I have never received a sponsorship on this channel. Any revenues that I have made here on this channel are specifically from YouTube ad revenue and from the Patreon group, and also from the WeBull signups. But where I messed up is I actually chose the wrong plan. So anyone who's been depositing for the $100 deal to get your 4 free stocks, I've actually not received any money from that, just because I chose the wrong plan whenever I was making my affiliate account. So you guys still get to make the money there, but I have actually not made any money from that. So really, it has only been YouTube ad revenue and Patreon. Now, if you guys are looking for the next best thing to pump right now, you can pump this YouTube channel to 10,000 subscribers, because we are almost there, guys. All you have to do is hit that like button and then hit the subscribe button, and then you will pump the channel, and everyone is going to be super happy because we are now closer, that much closer to 10,000 subscribers. And if you do hit the subscribe button, go ahead and leave a comment, because that will 100% help the YouTube algorithm get this video out there. And I know for a fact that if you like, subscribe, and comment, the YouTube algorithm loves that. So if you like these videos, guys, go ahead and hit both of those buttons. It's really easy, just takes a few seconds. It would really help the channel a whole lot. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video. Just wanted to, you know, shed some light on the GameStop short squeeze that we experienced. It has been a crazy thing to witness, and who knows when something like this will happen again. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.